see you, Bruce. See you again. My name is Henry Rollins. You already know that. And thank you for sacrificing the next 45 minutes of your life here at the wonderful Reading Festival to spend it with me. There's the same problem I always have with you every time I'm in this situation at Reading. Very little time, many things I want to tell you. So if you don't mind, I'm going to talk really fast and try and tell you almost everything I want to tell you. About a year ago, National Geographic, they make the documentaries, they came to me and they said, you want to shoot documentaries for National Geographic? And being an interesting idea, I said, oh yes. And so since I last saw you, I have shot 5 different documentaries for National Geographic. And the other day we just finished shooting 3 in a row. 3 things about man's relationships with animals in religious ceremonies and eating and just having around the house. And so we spent a lot of time in America, a lot of time in India, and a lot of time in Vietnam. And I don't know if you've ever been to India. I hope all of you, get a passport, get yourself to India for a week, a month, check it out. It's good for the brain. Anyway, we were in the north of India, near the Pakistan border in Rajasthan, and we had to eventually fly south. And not to put India in the pejorative at all. Wonderful people, good food, nice place, but kind of chaotic. In that huge country, lots of people, 4 traffic lights. And quite often, things don't always run on time, and you have to be able to roll with that. And so, we're in the airport with about 16 cases of camera gear. And we're a very slow-moving entourage because we got so much stuff. And we're in line waiting at the airport, and the line will not move. And we're standing there for a long time, sweating in this airport. And I notice ahead of me a screen, and it's a screen that tells you all the things you are not allowed to bring on to an airplane in India. And this is a country where not much traffic lights, some of the most legendary pollution you will ever see in your life, toxic water, like you got hair on your head. It's incredible. But at the airport, order and rules, and I stood there in this line for well over an hour waiting to move, looking at all these sundry items flashing by on the screen. And it's not like 10 or 12, it was a bunch of things. In that, the idea is, if it's not on the list, you can take it on the plane, so they went extra long in that meeting to make the list good. I got so into it, I pulled out my notebook, and I wrote down every single thing on that list. Later on the plane flight, I rewrote it in alphabetical order into my laptop. Then I tried to commit it to memory. I was unable. So, I brought it with me on a piece of paper, and as much as I hate using prop-driven devices, there's no way I could have memorized this. So, this is a traveler's advisory. If you're thinking of going to India, and I hope that you do, don't bring any of these things and think you're getting on the flight. Here we go. Acids, ammunition, automatic weapons, axes, baseball bats, blasting caps, bows and arrows, box cutters, brass knuckles. Let's just take a moment to pause. Box cutters and brass knuckles almost sounds like a salutation, like something you put at the end of a letter. Like hugs and kisses, box cutters and brass knuckles. Or it sounds like it describes a situational environment. Like, what's going on there down at the field, Bill? It's all box cutters and brass knuckles as far as I can see. Philip, back to you up in the box. Anyway, sorry, carrying on. Chili powder, C-H-I-L-L-Y. I'm very observant. Compressed air, corrosive substances, cricket bats, crowbars, darts, disabling chemicals, disabling gases, dynamite, explosives, flammable gas, flammable liquids, flammable solids, gas lighters, golf clubs, hammers, hand grenades, hatchets, hockey sticks, household cutlery, hunting knives, ice axes, ice picks, knitting needles, knives, large heavy tools, lead acid batteries, mace, martial arts devices, materialized matter, meat cleavers, mercury oxidizers, pepper spray, pellet guns, peroxides, pickles and spices, pistols, plastic explosives, pool cues, portable power saws, portable power drills, razor blades, razors, replica weapons, rifles, road flares, sabers, scissors, screwdrivers, scuba knives, shotguns, ski poles, straight razors, swords, tear gas, toy guns, toxic substances, tradesman tools. And then on another screen, in green letters, are all the things that you can take on a plane. And the most interesting one was books. Approximately 2. And the fear that some people have of books, of literacy, of information, of getting the story straight. Welcome to my America. Anyway, you don't have to suffer that for very much longer. Anyway, so there's that. Here's this. A few months ago, I did this amazing thing, no fault of my own. I turned 50, which all of you will also turn 50. I'm the oldest person in this tent. I'm older than you, I'm older than this tent, I'm older than this festival, I am older than the dirt you're standing on. And so 50, it happens. What are you going to do? Except get a whole bunch of humor and humility. You're going to need it. Anyway, it occurred to me on my 50th year that I've been basically on stage since I was 20. I have averaged 100 or more shows a year for 30 years. And I have... So obviously, this is not a passing phase. This is what I do.